How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Mercenary, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Saboteur, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Command, Deadeye, Mercenary, Deadeye, Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the roadway, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions.
Seems more like you're being light-headed, if you ask.
But what comes
In your nature?
Natural selection is all about evolution and progress, and
right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. You have a good eye for that stuff. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. The sound of spark metal going pew pew is... It's going to take a bit... It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Wonder what you could make of that. Dead already. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
Toluwoya lo yalobatu luaba. Yevofo lol. Wesa gono kutu lomatoaha balu tutulua. Paikatawa.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past.
Atu awa ya ekoyetu koreboy. Yuba toluwawa. Satuata babkila potowata.
It was after the attack that the unity fell apart.
Bubuko von Yun. Satuata babkila.
After the...
Come Reaper. Atu wamawa.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hoped. Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you are here. Your... The potato people, or NONO, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. The... The NONO's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow. The small tree you... You'll need a net to catch the NONO, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The... You handle that net like you've never done. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's... But... One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Mooma will be able to protect us. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Googlide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved. His friends have prepared something specific for each World Eater. The Mekton, the Octopod, the Majute. Regardless, you'll meet again one. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.